Welcome to my monthly archives. I'm Romane and currently I am living full-time in my van in Spain. This is just a personal collection of the small details I've noticed along the way. Honestly, these are mostly for me. Sometimes life moves so fast that I forget the tiny moments that actually brought me joy, and this is just my way of slowing down. I hope it inspires you to take notice of your own small things too. But mostly, I'm just glad you're here to look back with me. When I think back, the first thing I remember is this one specific ray of sunshine. It was so simple, but it was shining on my clutter, and suddenly it just looked poetic. It lasted a very short while, but it was one of these little surprises that totally distracts you from work in the best way. And then there was a smell. Everywhere I went, I was just surrounded by pine and herbs. And I love that scent. It always takes me straight back to being a kid on those summer holidays in the Landes forest in the west of France.
Okay, I was just thinking it smells extremely good here, and yes, of course, whereas I am surrounded by rosemary, so that's pretty nice.
I actually found a really pretty flower among those trees, but I couldn't identify it at the time, so I hope I will stumble across it again soon. I just find them so beautiful. For some reason, they kinda remind me of fireworks because they have so many petals coming from the center. It feels a bit like an explosion. And it's not the first time I see flowers that remind me of fireworks. I guess I really like when a flower looks like it's exploding because it has so many petals everywhere. I need to look up and find the name of this flower. And luckily, I have an app for that. I guess the Latin name, the scientific name, is Globularia alipum. And well, in French it's Globulaire buissonnante. I guess I would have to check out for the English name. You know, I wish I could just pick one moment that stayed with me to tell you about. But we spent a couple of days parked near a beach, and I just kept collecting beautiful moments one after another. Sunrises, sunsets, long walks, and quiet mornings. It felt like time didn't really exist here, and I enjoyed it so much.
Okay, it is pretty early, well, not that early, but early for me. And we really want to see the sunrise on the beach, so we're going out quickly.
Don't know what to say, can't seem to think straight. These have become my new home, but
Okay, this one might be a little bit weird. Actually, thinking about it, it's not that weird. But it's the weather. It's the 10th of February. It is warm. It is around 20 degrees, I think, today. Don't get me wrong, I love seasons and I enjoy each of them. But my year of 2025 was mostly spent in Nordic countries, so yeah, I was pretty much done with the cold by the end of the year. And I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, the weather is one of my favorites of this month. Right at the end of February, we found this perfect little spot. It was a little overhang above a water reservoir. We stayed for 3 days and it was just us, the mountains and the birds. It was just so peaceful. I have to be honest though, as you know, good things always come with their difficulties. And this time it was the wind. It was brutal. For weeks the whole Mediterranean region was battered by winds. In the van everything shakes and it's just so loud you can't sleep. When I walked on the beach, if I made the mistake to face the wind, the sun would just whip my face. But you know, you can't control the elements, okay, and you have to deal with it. If anything, I think it made the trip more memorable. Why is there always wind whenever I want to feel something talking? Why? So looking back on it, I think February was all about nature. You know, how the elements impact us, the plants and their scents, and the way the sun hit us with its many shapes and colors. I am very curious, if you had to look back at your month, what was the one theme that tied all of your small and meaningful moments together? I'd really love to hear about it in the comments.